What's going on YouTube, man? So for today's video, I got you guys with my updated top 5 meta loadouts to use as of right now after the update. Hey man, make sure you try to like and subscribe with the opponent get set on all. Listen, bro, let's go jump straight into it. All right, man. So for our first loadout, man, I got you guys with it's the ISO Hemlock. Now, surprisingly, after the update, they did not touch this gun at all whatsoever. So I was like, no, bro, let's go and add it to the list because this is gonna still be the primary long range meta that you guys must be rocking. Okay. Now, start out with the first attachment we are rocking is the 8 mode PV4, which allows you to have the best visibility picture, man, once you are shooting this gun at a long range gunfight. So make sure you guys are using that right there. For your barrel, man, we are rocking is the filter T50. This helps out with the damage at range, bullet velocity, hit fire accuracy, and just recoil control. Overall, man, just pretty much just helping the recoil control out a lot with this gun, just because for one, bro, it is very easy for you guys to control this gun, especially if you're on console, okay? So you guys are rocking that, all right? And for your muzzle, man, the best muzzle to rock on this AR in particular, bro, is my personal opinion, is probably the Harbinger D20, which allows you to have extra damage at range. Along with that, bro, it gets rid of that visual recoil that this gun does have just a little bit. So you guys are rocking that right there. And for your ammunition, boys, we are rocking is that 5.56 high velocity, bro, which pretty much just allows you just to have even more damage, as you guys see with the tuning, while maxing out the damage at range and also maxing out the bullet velocity. Okay. And for your magazine, man, you're gonna make sure you guys are rocking is that 45 round mag, which is the biggest one that you guys can rock, just because the damage is so like high for the ISO Hemlock. You guys can easily get like a team wipe with this gun. Okay, so 45 is just enough. All right, because I'm rocking that. Okay. And also, man, here's the tunes that I did here's the tunes that I did for the ISO Hemlock, guys, because I copied down this right here. The only thing I mess with pretty much is the horizontal. I put the eye position at a negative 0.85, guys. If my barrel tunes, man, I just max out the recoil steadiness, and I also max out the damage at range. All right, so make sure I copy that down. Okay. And here's the tune that I did for the most, guys. I maxed out the recoil smoothness, and I also maxed out the bullet velocity, and also, man, for the high velocity tuner, guys, like I said again, I maxed out the damage at range, and I also maxed out the bullet velocity. All right, listen, man, that right there is the ISO Hemlock setup, bro, that you guys must be rocking, since they did not touch it at all whatsoever. So go ahead and abuse it, guys. In my personal opinion, if you're still rocking the RPK, go ahead and put it down. Your new best gun that you guys must be rocking for long range gunfights is the ISO Hemlock. So make sure I'm rocking that, okay? For our second little man, I got you guys with is the Veil 46. Now, they actually did buff this gun after the update, and this gun is honestly way better than before. So make sure I copy this setup right here. Also, man, starting with the stock, guys, man, we are rocking this the demo RXC stock, which helps out with the mobility. For your laser, man, we are rocking this the VLK OZR7W laser. And for your barrel, guys, man, we are rocking this the LM Series 7, which also helps out with the recoil, just in case you want to use this gun in a medium range gunfight. So make sure I'm rocking that right there. And for your ammunition, guys, I am rocking personally is the armor piercing, and it is really effective a lot with the setup. Okay, so make sure I'm rocking that right there. Also, man, here's the tune that I did, or class, as a matter of fact, or attachment is the Rigger, which is ZLR combat grip, which helps out with the recoil control, man. Make sure I'm rocking that right there. Also, here's the tunes that I did for the Veil 46, guys, man. It's stock tuning. I just put the aim down sight speed at a negative 2.45. For my aim walk speed, guys, I put it at a negative 2.40. Okay, and here's the tunes that I did for the laser, guys. I put the sprint to fire speed at a negative 0.35, and for your aim down sight speed, I put it at a negative 51. So pretty much just maxing it all the way out. All right, and here's the tunes that I did for the barrel. I pretty much put the recoil standards at a plus 0.02, and for your aim down sight speed, I put at a negative 0.40. All right, it's gonna help you guys out a lot, okay, when it comes out just to mobility. All right, and here's the tunes I did for the ammunition. For the ammunition, just maxing out the damage at range, and for your recoil steadiness, just put it at a negative 3.77. And here's the tunes that I did for the Rigger, boys, man. I pretty much just set the tune to this right here. The aim down sight speed is maxed out, and also the aiming out of stability is also maxed out in too. Okay, listen, bro, the Veil 46 is now viable after the update. That's why I'm putting it on this list, bro. You guys can definitely compete with any gun, because majority of the SMGs did get nerfed. Okay, so make sure I'm trying out this Veil 46 class setup. 43rd loadout, man, I got you guys with is the Vasno 9K. Now, for some odd reason, this gun was literally probably the best secondary there was in the game last season, and this season it still is, just because they did not touch it at all whatsoever. Okay, so that's why I recommend you guys to go and try this class up right here, which has a lot of mobility. Along with that, bro, it has some very good damage. Okay, so make sure you're rocking this right here, guys, man. For your stock attachment, we are rocking this the Ultra Z stock, which helps out with the mobility for it. For your laser, we are rocking this the FSSOV laser, and for your barrel, guys, man, we are rocking this the first one, which is the CAS 131mm barrel, which helps out with the damage at range. If you do want to use this gun in a medium range gunfight, you can now. So make sure you're rocking that right there. And for your muzzle, guys, man, we are rocking this the Broom, which helps helps out with the recoil control on this gun, just so you guys are able to use this gun in a medium range gunfight only if you just have to. Okay, it just depends on what type of gunfight that you are in. All right, and for your magazine, guys, man, we are rocking this that 45 round mag. Okay, so you guys are rocking that. Okay, and here's the tunes that I did for the stock, guys. I maxed out the aim down sight speed pretty much at a negative 3.48, and for your aim walk speed, guys, we put this thing at a negative 2.40. And also here's the tunes that I did for the laser. I put the sprint to fire speed at a negative 0.50, and for the aim down sight speed, guys, I put it at a negative 51. All right, and here's the tunes that I did for the barrel. Maxed out the recoil steadiness, and also, man, make sure you guys are maxing out the damage at range. Okay, and here's the tunes that I did for the muzzle, guys. I maxed out that recoil stabilization just so I am making sure that this gun is not moving at all whatsoever when I am using it in a medium range gunfight. So make sure you guys are covering that right there. And for your gun kick control, guys, man, put that thing at a 0.35. Okay, just so it pretty much seems like that the gun has no type of visual recoil at all whatsoever. All right, so make sure you guys are rocking that right there. Okay, that right there is the vastness setup, man. Go ahead, copy down that setup. Go ahead, copy down the tuners, bro. Let's go and move on to the fourth loadout. For your fourth loadout, man, I got you guys with it. It's the bad speed. I know you guys are surprised to see this gun on the list, but the only reason why I put it on here is just because they buffed it, guys. They pretty much buffed the sprint to fire speed, and also they also buffed the aim down sight speed for this gun. Okay, so that's why I'm putting it on this list, bro. So make sure you guys are coming on this setup also. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. This is not gonna be your everyday gun, okay? It's not meta or anything like that. But however, if you guys just want to have fun, use something different, then I highly recommend you guys to use the bad speed, because for one, bro, it is super accurate, and it's also very, very good up close. Okay, especially if you are a person who loves to play solos, then I highly recommend you guys go ahead and rock the bad speed. Okay, so make sure you guys are rocking this right here, guys. Start out with the stock. We are rocking is the Bruin Flash V4 stock, which helps out with the mobility. And for your laser, guys, here's the test right here, guys. I put the laser out of VLK LZR7W laser, which helps out with the ADS speed even more. And for your barrel, guys, man, we are rocking is that 10.5 inch Bruin Typhon barrel, which helps out with the damage at range, guys. And for your ammunition, man, we are rocking them is that overpress, guys, and here you guys go. And also, man, for the magazine, man, we are rocking is that 50 round mag. Don't get me wrong, guys. Let's say you were to take out the 50 round mag. Now, the default ammo for this gun in particular, you are only getting 30 bullets, so that's why I took it off, and now I'm just rocking this straight to 50. Okay, it's gonna help you guys out a lot, especially if you are a person who just plays quads and all that good stuff. Okay, so make sure you guys are rocking that right there. All right, and also, man, here's the tune that I did for the stock, guys. I maxed out the aim walking speed, and I also maxed out the aim walking steadiness, guys, maxing everything out. Also, here's the tune that I did for the laser. I maxed out the aim walk steadiness again, and I also maxed out the aim down sight speed. And for your barrel tunes, guys, I pretty much put the recoil steadiness at a plus 0.35, and I just left the horizontal alone, fellas. And here's the tunes that I did for the ammunition, guys. I maxed out the damage at range, and I also maxed out the bullet velocity. All right, so make sure you guys are copying that setup right there. Like I said again, bro, even though the bad speed is not going to be your go-to everyday gun, it's still a viable weapon that you guys can use ever since they buffed it. All right, for your fifth loadout, man, I got you guys with it's the Tag 56. Now, don't get me wrong, bro, even though this gun is not that good when it comes out to damage like the ISO Hemlock, it's still a good gun to use, just because for one, it is so easy to control, especially if you are on console. Okay, so make sure you guys copy my class up. Okay, now something different that I did about my Tag 56 setup, I use a optic on mine just because for one, I do not like the iron sights once you are using this gun in a long range gunfight. Okay, so if you want to fix that, man, make sure you guys are rocking this the AIM OPV4 optic. This is the best one for you. And for your barrel, man, this is the best one to rock. Make sure you guys are rocking is that 17.5 inch Tundra Pro barrel. And for your muzzle, guys, man, we are rocking is that Hardbinger D20. And for your ammunition, guys, man, we are rocking is that high velocity. And for your magazine, of course, since you are playing quads or even if you play solos, and I always highly recommend you guys to go ahead and rock the 60. But if you do play solos, man, you care about ADS speed, just go ahead and rock the 40 round mag, and you're gonna be just fine. All right, here's the tools that I did for the optic, guys. I just maxed out the aim down sight speed, and I also maxed out the opposition towards the far, just so it pretty much gets rid of that visual recoil for me, guys. And here's the tools that I did for the barrel. I maxed out the recoil steadiness, and I also maxed out the damage at range. And for the tools that I did for the muzzle, guys, I put the aim down sight speed at a negative 0.27, and for your bullet velocity, guys, I put it at a plus 0.87. All right, and here's the tools that I did for the high velocity. I maxed out the damage at range, and I also maxed out the bullet velocity. Okay, listen, man, go ahead, copy that setup, man. That right there is the full Tag 56 class that you guys must be rocking after the update. Now, I have another class that you guys should try for Ashika Island, guys, which is the Tempest Toy, which is a new DLC gun that did get released today. So make sure you guys are also rocking this. This is just your starter class that I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and try out, and then as like, you know, the days go, whatever, people figure out the best attachments, they go and just switch it. But so far, man, this is what I came up with, guys, man. Start with the optic. I'm rocking this the AIM aim OPV4s because that allows you to have the best visibility for long range gunfights. And for your rigger boys, man, we are rocking is that support CP90 grip, which helps out with the aim and stability and this flip resistance. So make sure you guys are rocking that right there. And for your magazine, guys, man, we are rocking this the 30 round mag. Now by default, guys, this gun only has 20 rounds in it, so I just pretty much just move it to the 30 just because if you do 50, then you're pretty much just killing all of your mobility with this gun. Okay, so we're not trying to feel slow. That's why I recommend you guys go ahead and rock the 30. All right, along with that, man, it's a marksman rifle, so the gun is gonna have a high damage rate anyway, so rocking 30 is gonna be literally just enough for you. Okay, and for your ammunition, guys, man, we are rocking is that high velocity just so we are able to use this gun in a long range gunfight. And for your muzzle, man, we are rocking is that ZRLR Talent 5, which allows you to pretty much just have no type of recoil at all whatsoever. Along with that, bro, increase the butt velocity along with the damage at range. All right, listen, man, that right there is my top 5 metal loadouts to use as of right now after the update, man, for mid-season and season 2. I love you guys all so much. If this video was helpful, I highly recommend you guys go and subscribe to the channel because all week, man, we're gonna be covering nothing but just the buff guns in Warzone 2. All right.